Oh my god, my buttons are working today. Let's go! Forgot to fix chat before opening Disco Elysium, so that will no longer be a problem. I'm on a fucking roll. Anyway, hi! How are we all doing? Let me get rid of this. Opened the game on time today. Thank God. Get out of here. Okay, let's shut this shit down too. Should remind myself to listen to the car email that I got, because I got it this morning and I just haven't ever bothered responding. Wow. Okay. There. Hopefully. Shh. Thank you. Overcoding. And encoding is not overloaded. What are you talking about? She's fine. Stop overreacting encoding. She's opening. Let's fucking go. Got my list of stuff we need to do. We're gonna finish Working Class Husband right off the bat, just so we can get it off of our list. And I think that means we need to go to the, uh, you know, the apartment complex as soon as the game opens. Yes! Okay, let's go! Okay, come on. Okay, come. Say good morning. Begging to play the game. We are so there. Okay, let's go. Glad to be back in the regular part of the game. A little bit, just a little. Okay. She's stuttering. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. Where's number 20? It's like 19. It was 20, right? Hold on, let me look. Dead body on the boardwalk. Go to, okay, number 20. Is this 20?
A weathered brown door.
Okay.
The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
I don't want to tell her. Look at the lieutenant first. Is this Billy Majan's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
Police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
us? Y'all mind if I investigate, Queen? Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Oh, she's on. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. A textbook for high school. Mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Some leftovers kept warm on a stove top.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning
you
them
fucking
in
asshole.
his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm
Is
alright.
this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
+4, Kim is here. Leave. Okay, thank God. Quick save. I don't think we'll have any
She
trouble
looks
because
up,
it's so high.
Too anxious to say anything. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband Victor Majan was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Your husband Victor Majan is dead. I am very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh,
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his
Was
head.
he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold.
Yes.
How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone who could call for you, a friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue.
Okay.
The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact
A
information.
very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her, leave the room. Oh god, that was awful. Yes, babe.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright. That was awful. Cool crime we solved. It's really awesome. Okay. Inspect it thoroughly. Oh, okay. I can cross this off of my handy-dandy list. That was depressing. I want to talk to the bookstore. I forget why. But that is next on my list, and I did kind of have, like, an order, to things. I don't know that this will be any closer to the bookstore than the other thing. It's you're in for the conceptualization?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Bookstore, bookstore. Excuse me? Pardon me. In. Thank you. Holy fuck. Hey, I need to talk to you about something. I forget what it was.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to do. I don't know what I was thinking.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is curse detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house.
Well, maybe if you diversified to just a regular bookstore and not like 3 genres, you might be
I
better.
hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman.
She shrugs, visibly dejected.
All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
The entity? No, I don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside
Oh.
the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from there.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
What?
You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
Well, how do we get it
If
open?
you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving
So
this
true.
mystery too.
A few more questions with the
Okay,
curse.
but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirit.
Right, of course not. How does this curse manifest
The
itself?
curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
It's
store.
the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
No Inland Empire. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Don't mention it.
She nudges her glasses, anxious and tense.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Point at her necklace.
This? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
That might be the worst thing she said so
There
far.
are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Never mind.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Oh, okay, never mind. She doesn't have any more dialogue. Happy for her. We've exhausted it. Alright, let's get in here. Haha. Oh, you really did break it down, huh? Okay. I want to lift that so bad, but we won't. Oh. Hi, Kim. What do you want to
It's
talk
dark.
about? The lieutenant states the
And
obvious.
the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Got it, Kim. No need to rub it in. Dickhead. I know the area. Okay. Oh, wait. Nope, nope, nope. It's this way. Maybe she's
As
not asleep
before.
anymore.
And this is directly above the central furnace. Those curtains prove
Ouch.
to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
Alright, sounds good.
Bent metal. Broken. You are the destroyer. Kudos.
Okay, great. Bye. Bye, Thought. Hate having them. See ya. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. Nope, no, 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 no. Be better. Be better. Go where I tell you to go. Okay. Let's yell really loudly.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
Aha.
the furnace.
Let me save, just in case. Alright, good,
Thick layer
good quick
of
save.
coal dust covers something.
Oh, baby!
Breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
You hear a woman's voice answer.
you've awakened the entity.
This is the police. Who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kim. That $50 is calling my name. Not that I need it anymore. Oh. Oh, wow. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Hi. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Do people come here to look for die
She's got a
often?
direct view to the backyard.
Dice?
You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean, Mamilius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
My hand hurts very bad. You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about
I'm a
dice?
novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
No one knew you were here.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I need some dice. Maybe I'm not really sure I'm here. No, I was looking for something. Answers? I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask
Of course,
some
I
questions.
can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Thank you, suggestion.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
What do you know about the man who's lynched behind the whirling racks?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with
Inland
a
Empire,
malignant
we've got to
entity here.
focus.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or
Hi,
hear
how are
anything unusual
you?
last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know,
Ugh.
I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Kuno. I'm pretty good. Happy to report that you missed us telling working class woman that her husband is dead. It was very sad and it is over now. So you have nothing to worry about. She stops and tries to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids.
Yeah.
And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Thank God. Sorry, no, that's okay. It's
She's
over.
heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
I see, thank you.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a
You
makeshift home.
really?
Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
True.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, but its ceiling fading into the shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Places is the one who sent me. She's convinced that this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Oh. Customers have trouble paying bills. You're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's
And
cursed.
then there is me.
She sighs. Looking at her messy work table, all kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
I don't really believe in the malicious energies, so...
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
The curse will get you. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the
I
Soulcrow
was
curse.
just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Not really.
The jig is up. The she-demon
No,
knows we've
Half-Light,
uncovered her
stop.
true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
No, I suppose she isn't. Okay. Alright, let's get back to Milady Plaisance. No, no, no. Come on, Harry. This way. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry, it's this way. Alright. We're so good at solving crime. I hate having to put the flashlight away. Can't we just turn it off? Alright, let's get in there.
What have you found?
I
And
talked to the...
also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I will not be doing any such thing. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
I don't think there's doom, Queen.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
I agree, drama.
You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
I feel like drama will get her off our dick. I mean, lying. She says there's no curse because there are too many entities. Lie. The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirit. I love lying. It's so true. Brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet, which is not the good answer. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange rate of computer thing. We're following that, and it's separate. There is another entity more malignant, perhaps pulling the strings. In Martinez, perhaps in my travels, I will cross paths with it. We don't know the taxidermist, so I almost want to like lie. But let's just be honest, there is no. It's my 3 favorite things next to my 3 favorite G's. What are your 3 favorite G's? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss? Or gentrification and something. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, there's no curse.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
The woman scoffs at you with an audible snort.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Gentrification and colonialism. So true. That's what I thought. As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her
I
skin.
see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Yeah.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone.
New
into
skill
her
point.
own mind. Anger and loneliness keep this woman moving through the waking hours. Your little words are no match for it.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
The shop around you feels ancient
Can we go
suddenly,
now?
damp and saturated.
Kim
by
is
the
so
coastal
funny.
air.
Okay.
The books are rotting. A great cold
You
lives
talk to
here.
the bookstore.
And there, too,
Let's go
1,200
downstairs.
meters away, on the urban coast, the dark shape of a church is reflected on the water, calling.
Okay, we'll get to the church later. We've got to go look at that ice cream machine downstairs. I mean upstairs. I mean downstairs. Because we have to go upstairs, and then we have to go downstairs. Ugh. Oh, what the hell? Alright, let's get in there. Feel like it's been long enough for the ice to have melted by now, so if it melts, I feel like it should. We'll inspect it first.
This orange machine is dead still. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice, if you want to try again.
Equip the pry bar.
Okay, we'll equip the pry bar, which isn't a super great... Haha! We have to convince Gart to let us sing karaoke.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a
Machine
hand-cranked
unplugged.
ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Sing karaoke, let's go!
This orange machine is dead. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar.
I'm gonna give it a couple of tries. There's not a huge shot.
This orange machine, turning the crank, feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure? The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you...
What? Cause like, what is it? Like a 3%? There's no shot. That's getting done.
This orange machine is dead still. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think... This orange machine is dead still.
Minus
It has
20.
a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't. You see the pry bar's metal handle.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool.
Alright, well, hopefully it happens soon, because I'm getting really antsy about that ice cream machine. Okay, so we've checked the ice cream machine, and it doesn't matter that it's unplugged. Didn't love that autosave. Okay. Let's put this away. Get our bag out. Okay, so now we have Billboard, which is also, like, virtually impossible. I'm gonna probe... Oh, you wanna know what? We'll talk to them again in a minute. We definitely don't have a whole lot.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
Just asking some questions. Let me go over a few things regarding religious
Yeah?
credence.
What?
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
And the hole in his heart. She probably knew me from my singing days.
Yeah. That's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though.
He looks at you.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop
Won't stop?
until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now,
Huh.
we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
He does. Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning.
I
on
kind
her
of like
lips.
being good at our
This
job.
called Titus. This called Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared. You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you.
Every time Kim is
metallic
like, you did a
taste
good
in your
job, I'm like,
Change the subject.
and apparently when everybody else does that too, I'm like, oh, stop. Stop me? A good detective? When does she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then
Thanks,
she came
Kim.
in to see
We
me.
had to do the when
She
you were
was
gone.
leaving.
We had to
That's
do
when
the
we had our
telling the woman that her husband was dead, and Kim was like, "We should leave. Let's talk outside." And so we go outside, and Kim's like, "You did a good job, buddy." I was like, "Kim, stop." Okay. Hey, about that complex operation out of Ruby's story, I think that's tied to another case I'm working. I don't care that much about that, so I'm gonna piss off. I thought he might, have something. But we'll talk to this guy for now.
Hi again, Gendarme.
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm gonna sing karaoke. Here to kick some ass and solve this case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
He raises the glass before taking a sip of his drink, frost grazing his mouth. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the
Oh,
crime.
yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Oh, what's his nuts? Mr. Scab outside. What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about
What
your friend? Your son friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the
Sure.
information.
Anything else on your mind?
His lazy eyes stroll over your face. I met your Sunday
You
friend.
did. And how did you like him?
I didn't, to be honest. I didn't like him as much as I like you. We went on a gay date with Kim. We can't cheat. Well, it's kind of the only neutral option. I didn't really like him, though. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
Oh, shoot. Why not?
Who is
A
he?
visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
Off topic, but I didn't know Serena Williams was from Michigan. Hi, Serena. I love when people are from Michigan because I'm like, let's go, Michigan. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what I mean?
Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is.
Let's
On
go!
Sundays.
He smiles. I am obsessed with this conversation. It is on Sundays. Jaw on the floor. That was such a good line. Obsessed. Okay, sorry. Let's focus. Why is he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
Apparently, I want to talk about him, but we can't.
Bye-bye,
'cause-
gendarme.
Bye. Flirting. Oh, hey, your husband.
Oh,
Before I
hello,
forget.
dear. There you are again.
She sounds glad to see you. I ran into your husband on the coast.
Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
He's an asshole. The old woman clasps her hands together over her blanket.
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. Now he's just finishing up some work.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long.
Do you know Gary the crypto
I'm
fascist?
so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
Of course.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
Look, if I could drag his ass here, I would. Alright. Do you want to talk to me now?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to
I
me?
don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He seems like an asshole. Nothing, just
The
wondering.
sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
Why are you here? So what precinct are you
What
from?
precinct?
She just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass wearing man pushes through his teeth. Look, something. Are we or are we not from the same police
God
station?
damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can you take that wig off me? I don't even know if it's a wig, but I feel like it's a wig, you know? That can't be his real hair. He looks ridiculous. He's got to be fucking with me. She looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean,
It
you
feels
would
like a wig.
remember if they were,
Has to be a
right?
wig.
Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman.
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job.
She says quietly and looks away. Alright, I think we had more stuff.
I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Okay, thank you, drama. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy?
Look, I just have to ask. Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
I have to get this wig off of this guy. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. A sad stack of shit next to someone far more proficient.
Kim? Because I know your ass ain't talking about you.
He didn't answer your question. Who does this asshole think he is? A cop?
Now will you answer some questions
No.
for me? Why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer some questions, maybe you want to hear me say
Actually,
things?
I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, what do we want to say? A man is hanged. Shot and hanged. Okay, this person who was shot and then made to look like he was hanged. He might have been shot by the people who hanged him. Okay, the person who was shot and hanged. He may have been shot by the person who made it look like he was hanged. The person who we think shot him, who made it look like he was hanged, that we're looking for. We can't find her. I'm gonna say that
Well,
one.
where have you looked for her?
We think she may be on the coast.
West of here? Tough luck. The place is ruined from the bombardment. A lot of places to hide there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, why am I telling you these
I
things?
don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man
Are
with
we
sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
So we're
Okay,
hangman
why not?
again.
Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. A cover-up, while the author of the cover-up is the perp? Makes sense.
I know, right? But what's the
You
motive?
don't have a motive? Then the double cover-up seems too neat.
Yeah. Hey, why am I telling you
I
these
don't
things?
know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more?
Okay. His ass. Okay. Gart, your ass is so done. Your ass is
Can I
done.
help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling. Oh, give him the stuffed grouse.
What is this thing?
This man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Yeah, so maybe you'll stop bitching and be such
I
an
can
asshole.
fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
Yeah.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Yeah.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
So true, Kim.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Aw. I like when people like things. Gart, I need to sing karaoke right now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Fuck you.
You need to
Yes, it
approach
is.
this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
So true, Rhetoric. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's gonna use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in
A
44?
lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke.
When was the last time you had a band play
It's
here?
not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills. I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
That's right. I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of
Fuck you,
excuses.
Gart.
Fine.
Yes.
Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Fuck you, Gart.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Exactly what I was thinking. Wow.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
I'm so psyched.
So, are you
Oh,
ready
no.
for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Sure. Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing
I
karaoke.
can see that.
The lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Put your lips against the microphone. Test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur.
Too close to the mic.
How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
Look around the room first.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours. Yes, you can always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people.
You're so right. We will sing and make more people miserable. So true. We will come back. How's 9 sound for you guys? Actually, that's when everyone's asleep. How's 8 sound for you guys? Can't drop my notes. Okay. Billboard. Let's get in there. Actually, let's look at our checklist. Okay. Sing karaoke. Okay. Let's get back there. How's 9? 8. 8 sounds perfect. We'll do 8. Okay. Nope. So we need to look at the I miss Salami Guy. I know he was here for 1 minute and then gave us salami and that was kind of all he did, but what if I liked it? Yo! Have we been here? Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Not that we need any more empathy, to be honest. Okay, that was fun. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we can, I don't have a whole lot of confidence that we're going to be able to do the billboard thing. Like, it wants a lot out of us. And I'm not sure I have a lot to give. I think I've been in there. The sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. We could talk to her again, I suppose.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years
So there's
ago.
also a giant gaping hole in the
Nicer
wall.
then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Open is certainly one way to put it.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
That's it? There's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans?
No, of course not.
If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think.
Land's End
Sending
is somewhere
goods
I
and
need to
ammo
go.
across the bay. It's jam shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. What is in this
Just
village?
us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on
Which
a
is really
nameless
pissing me
street.
off. Can you put some signs, places? There's gotta be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all
Maybe I'm
covered
supposed
in
to know.
industrial soot. Small houses underground
what?
and overgrown.
Am I writing the post-it note? Can you clarify your statement, please? The fuck's what's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks.
Met them.
Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
So true, Queen. I met Lillian and her kids
Lillian
already.
is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I think I also met the drunks.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is
Sir.
who we are.
I don't need to make money, but I could.
Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like
She
to address.
nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Tell me about yourself. Who are you exactly?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Call me Harry.
Why, I guess I will, Harry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock.
What happened to him?
He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy.
Oh.
Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty.
I had a few more questions. What
What
would it be?
more do you want to know?
Never
Yes,
mind.
let's hear.
Okay, I can get her signature as well. Let's check the ethics of that. Get Isabel and Lillian in the nameless fishing village down the coast to sign Everett's document. Once the signature is secured, mail the okay, why though? I forget why we wanted to do that, and I wasn't super keen on it in the first place. So I'd hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Did we exhaust all dialogue with you? Be honest, be honest.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
My car is over there, so.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish,
Oh,
other
okay.
old sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Oh.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Huh. Okay. Human bodies, a mine, drugs. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Yeah.
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something.
I understand what you're saying. Could be worse elsewhere.
Exactly. I don't mean to complain about my sad pauper life. We do manage all right. We're tough people here.
Hell yeah, brother.
She would like to complain. She would like that very
Kim's
much.
presence makes it
But she
awkward.
can't.
No.
And she won't. Though
We will
has gotten her
not
this far, and
be
she's
flirting
not
with
giving
her.
it up.
Oh? Well, how can I assist
Okay. I don't think she'll have anything new or interesting to say.
You're back. Good. What can
Never
I help
mind,
you with?
forget it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I guess we could look at the church. I want the billboard thing done, but I don't know how else to get those, like, those billboard numbers up, because we talked to What's-His-Nuts for 8 decades. And then I think I have access to Land's End and whatnot. But I really couldn't tell you where they're at, and I couldn't tell you how to investigate them properly either. So it's definitely rough. Because we did find a shack or whatever, and I feel like we investigated it well enough, but it didn't seem to care about my opinion on the matter. Is this...
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from
Know
one
about
corner
filled
to the
electrical.
other.
Okay. It's not so bad. We'll save. See what we can do. I have to run an ad also. We'll run the ad first. I will be right back. Everybody sit tight during the ad. Okay, we're back now. Okay, I did quick save. Thank you. Just gonna be. I'm gonna quick save again, just because I'm nervous.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across, unable to piece the.
Okay, load. Yes. I love quick save. The quick save strat, if you will.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across, unable to piece the.
All right. Surely we'll get it eventually.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across, unable to piece together.
Again.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across, unable to piece together the.
Again.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one. A row of shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least.
I thought it'd be a firing
Their
squad
heads
situation.
lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet.
Let's go!
No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the line of people against the
A
wall.
host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Lieutenant nods.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Why?
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
I feel like this is good. Except for maybe not. Except for maybe I suck shit at this game. Fine. I didn't want to go down there anyway. Ugh. Where even is the damn thing? Fucking hate it here. Okay, come on. I think it's up this way. But I could be wrong. I am often wrong. Oh, what? Up, there it is. Can we come up this way? Let's go! Okay, I'm gonna quick save again.
The once bright mural towers
28.
above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D.
Okay, which was better than the last one, so...
Suddenly, all is
All right.
quiet.
Another. We're gonna keep doing it until we get it.
The once bright mural towers suddenly.
All right.
all
Another!
The once bright mural towers above you. Suddenly, all...
Ugh.
The once bright mural towers suddenly, all is... The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical. Suddenly, all is quiet.
Okay, surely one more try, and it'll give it to us.
The once bright mural suddenly.
Okay,
all...
one more, and surely it will give it to us.
The once bright mural towers suddenly.
Okay,
all is
surely. One more, and it will give it to us.
The once bright mural towers suddenly.
Okay,
all is...
this time I swear to God. I don't know how else to get it to be easier. I'm
The
sure
once
there's
bright
something.
Mural suddenly.
Okay.
all is
This
quiet.
time for sure. So true. So true. Let's all manifest. Let's all manifest really, really hard. And surely it'll bump that percentage up a bit higher.
The once bright mural suddenly.
Alright. One
all is...
more. One more. I swear to God. Let's stay positive about this. Let's keep going. Oh. Let's go gambling!
The once
Aw,
bright
dang it.
mural towers suddenly. all is...
Aw, dang it. Okay, this time for sure. Surely it will let us look at this mural.
The once bright mural
Please.
suddenly.
Okay.
all is quiet.
One more. Aw, dang it. One more. One more. One more. I believe in us this time. Surely this is the one. Oh, wait, when are you getting off? 10? I don't feel so bad anymore.
The once bright mural
Come on.
towers
Come on.
suddenly.
All right.
all is...
One more. One more. One more. One more.
The once bright mural. Even though
Yeah!
you succeeded, all is quiet.
Perseverance,
There isn't
baby!
a cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is
First
silent as a tomb.
try. What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not.
Oh.
And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. A prayer of sorts. To Rivershaw.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
Do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure. And then there's the church. If I were a murder suspect, I would not hide in the most prominent building here. But who knows? Maybe she's reckless. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way. sector by sector.
Oh, God.
Go over the whole peninsula. Ask the locals. Enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
If that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Fine. Okay. Return to the filled Merle and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Oh, fuck, that's annoying as hell. Alright, forget it. Let's go. Let's go to the church. Fuck you, felled mural. God damn it, that's the shittiest. Whatever. Okay, church. Come here. I'm pretty sure this is not where the church is at. What the hell is this, by the way? Ooh. Thank you. Okay, come on, buddy. There you go.
There's some tear, an empty...
Okay. Come on. Come on. Holy fuck. Hello? Jesus. Oh, there's the church, there's the church, there's the church. What the hell is this?
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flecks some more wet snow from above.
Look around, I
The
guess.
snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
How does it feel?
The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around.
What's in the west?
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
And beyond that?
The waters turn black, coal city in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
What is there?
Below the old mines, L'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. La Petite Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume.
The PT Rats.
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums. And for fabled relics, their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper.
After rubies, Melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from sapphire
Just like Minecraft.
and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft,
Just
along
like
whose
Minecraft.
walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty. Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine?
Cheers, yeah, man.
Drop
That they
everything
do.
immediately and go looking for this hoard. Few Petit Rat return from the shafts.
Hey, hi, Trilla. How are
Even
you?
fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
Happy to hear that.
Near, snow falls into dark water. She prays, Though she doesn't believe, there is a hum in the air.
I'm pretty good.
That's all.
I think I'm stuck a bit, but we're solving the crime, and that's all I could ask for. What's below me?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secret of the sands, Wind.
Someone stuffed a big old pole
Why was
and
West
rack
so
into
long?
a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you
Oh,
warm.
never mind. The
You would
directions are probably
never
all very
happen
long.
across it. But who knows?
That's okay. What's in the east?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds.
That's all.
Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood.
I wish we could find that one other mercenary woman. I feel like once we find her, we can talk to that other guy. It's in the north.
The abandoned church, one of 2 remaining stave churches, which were collectively called.
We could also
the Sixth
save
Third.
before
The
talking
other
to him.
6 sisters were destroyed during the revolution. A serpentine strip of land
Didn't
weaving
think
its
about
way
that.
into the Martinez Inlet.
I'm good,
Unfortunate on the
Elysium!
way From the law.
Well, I'm glad
from
that got
themselves,
sent.
sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul.
On inlets.
The remains of a camp on a
Islets.
jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. Way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample
Spa.
pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet.
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far.
Before the curtains are
The
drawn.
Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Morien, and at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the coalition warship Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
Okay, and the
raised
south.
motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox. Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children.
Cool.
Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
The ground.
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back.
Alright.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
So true, Kim. Let's move on. Because goddamn, that was long. Quite the thought I had. Let's go talk to the boys really quick. Down. They were this way, weren't they? Oh, what's that? Painted with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Well, let's go hang out with the boys. Hey man, went to the
Hi
church.
again. So, how are things going?
But the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
Nothing, I just walked around a bit. There was no one inside.
But you did see the machines, right?
Yeah, they were
And the
alright.
spooky water basins set up in the ritualistic circle in the middle of the church.
It was a bowl, but yeah.
I tell you, they're in there. You just have to give it another go.
Okay. Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are.
You haven't even
All I've
seen
the glimpses.
how many Bailey's involved? Never say this. Sorry. Anything more you can tell
Yes.
me?
There's also the machinery.
Okay, and I've seen that, and it's not that big of a deal.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
It's just a computer.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff
Obsessed
up.
with the boys.
Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I don't really get that, but
Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us.
tell me about the
Watching us in
feeling. Okay, thanks.
No, the other one.
Oh.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence. Awful silence.
You haven't physically seen
Not
anyone.
exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
The woman, red hair, maybe a lorry woman?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
But not really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy, dark sides.
So which one is it?
What Noid said.
Ruby's gone. The woman is someone else.
Okay. What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know
God,
what
everyone
I mean.
is.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
Thank you, Rhetoric.
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Love my boys, but you guys sound
Was
ridiculous.
stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Ambush behavior. Crab man. Are you sure there's a crab
Yeah,
man?
totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that
I guess
time.
we probably have to
but
talk
I
to her a
believe
bit.
If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Okay. Believe all women.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building.
Very funny because I've already been in there. Slay. So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Honestly, I can't, but I am.
Oh, well, that is how it works, isn't it?
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
I should have weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
Can you tell me more about this
You
machine?
should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them.
Okay,
Probably
sure.
jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
I've already talked to the
With
computer.
a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Jacked up to some snuff station?
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Yeah.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines.
Alright.
Sure.
Sounds fine.
What?
Well, the church door. How long are those people locked up in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't started up?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Well, there's no one in there. 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Not really.
Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another
They are
person.
so funny.
I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here. You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Every time there's a group of dudes, they become my favorite characters just when they're stupid and silly. People who like music are always the best characters in games, I think.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Okay. You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastics? I don't know. Who are they?
Oh, yeah. That's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Mask it, now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
They sounded exactly like the kind of people who would want loud dance music at their church.
You're right, they do.
He says without the slightest hint of irony.
The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will not break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass.
So true.
As if testing the waters.
It is all about love.
Yeah! Yakokata, the place to be.
So true!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh.
He doesn't know what to say.
It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Alright, enough.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt.
Take a moment to analyze. That won't happen. Alright, that's it. Let's talk to the other
So
ones.
you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your side.
Of course.
Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socializing, man. Even now, our sign synchronization is way off. I'll see what I can do.
I hope you can do something. So I'll stick around the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
Sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Okay, it's yellow. It's a yellow circle, the human face, with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy's dead.
Good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is it a dead guy smiling?
You're the 23rd person to get it right, and I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Okay, what does it mean?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
He's so
The present
funny.
moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death.
Got it, got it.
Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
Better not to
He
mention it.
blinks, waiting for the next question.
I think we've exhausted the
I
subject for
guess
now.
one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
Supernatural, so you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights.
There's so
that
much
kind of stuff.
mush in this game. Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
Okay, sure, fair enough. He picks up some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Okay, I can do that. What about now? Are the signs already?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. Alright.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Bars!
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Drop a bar, brother?
Right way out of this garden of forking paths,
Oh.
you think?
Solve the egghead puzzle? What? Sync the sounds annoyed. Well, we could bring the sticker, maybe. It's definitely not about the science. What if you try again? Find your way out of this maze of things to say. Okay, we could try. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go.
This is hardcore.
Sistna.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore! Alright!
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
He lets out an agonized roar over the feverish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. So hardcore! He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. It is!
What is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't got to
This
there
was
yet,
so funny,
so
by
you
the way.
don't know what to say.
He's crazy. I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chick's checker. Yeah!
Yeah! Did I solve it? I must not have. Well, it was worth a try. Let's move on. Hey Kim, I might need your help on that one. Alright, let's talk to Crab Lady. Hey Queen.
The
Crab?
shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you gonna help us? With the church, I mean.
Yeah, I got it open. I'll be alright.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not gonna believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crab Man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
That is notably not a crab, so go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like
Crab
a crab.
Man.
Down the church
Crabman's
wall.
here now.
I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
I would have too. Very smart choice.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods. His face is stone. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
A gangster crab. You're wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
What would you stand to gain?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
I'd like to know more about
My
your associates.
I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Oh.
To the cops.
Sure. What about you? Tell me about something. Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
High above and to the east, the cold winds blow over the feathers of an early songbird. She lands on the stone ledge of a tall building, her beak a silvery grey.
Aha. Okay, maybe I'll ask later about
Don't
all
know what
this.
makes you think it'll be any different later, but
What are you doing out here in the cold?
recording, I guess.
What is it you're recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that'll sound.
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
That sucks.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Thank you, drama. What are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She
That's
feels
sad.
childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your call.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
Damn. She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. My hat. I didn't want to be mean, but I really liked that hat. Whatever. Said it's a music place. Did you mean the one Andre's got planned? The church?
Yeah, the boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something.
I missed my hat already.
Stupid.
I feel
It's
bald.
not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys inside the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff. Like this tape recorder, but bigger.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Gave her a hat! My hat. Well. I'll quick save it. This one I feel like we can handle in a couple of tries.
Hello again.
The device
One
is still
try!
warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
This is a bit much, but that's okay. The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their future with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Nothing if you've got this. Don't be scared.
Okay. I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
And not a pig. That's
so
nice.
Thanks, I guess, for the psych session.
Sure.
Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there's something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
It's the plight of the working class.
Oh. Really?
The golem of capital runs rampant, smashing creator and slave alike. I fear the process is irreversible.
Wow. Social justice really matters that much to you. That's commendable. It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though?
I haven't seen much from this world, but from what I've seen, social justice is an adolescent term. Sounds almost liberal. What's got me shaken up is the people's struggle, and it's got me shaken up bad.
Yeah, man. They're pretty bad.
She says without much conviction. It makes me sick, thinking about the thousands, millions, billions. How many people are there, actually? How many people are there in the world?
3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
Why are we not counting those in sale? Really? That many? Reduces me to tears thinking of the 3.6 billion. And God, how many more in that sale place crushed in the tyranny of the market?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Are you sure you're not just hung up on some chick, though?
Perhaps.
No volition. I don't want to talk about it. I'm positive. Now I had some questions for you before
Go ahead.
Before all this started. Okay.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Probably not.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Electronic instruments like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
I love found sounds.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like. If it ever comes.
Enough about the church then. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Friends?
My associates. I haven't got much to say about them.
Just answer the question, please.
Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends and...
To the cops.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different.
I'll try later anyway. After you've helped them set up the nightclub. Got it. Okay. So... maybe we have to peel the sticker off to convince them that we've gotten in? Or something? I don't know. Wait. Wait, what about the sticker? Strange, you should walk here, not run. I like running, though. I'm like itching to run. It's not even funny. I can't help it. I'm gonna pull out the flashlight, see if that helps. Whoops. Bullets. I've got 2 bullets. I don't think this is helping any. I wish I could ask him what he thinks.
Yes?
But he doesn't like to discuss much. Ha ha. I suppose they are connected to the wall.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Can't hear shit!
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Do you want to hold hands? Do you want to hold hands to feel better? Look up into the bell tower.
Orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore. Relax. It'll be okay.
Okay. I didn't think so. Where are we going?
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Wait, I didn't mean to click that. I'm trying to make out something.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
He follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing. Oh my god!
Something hanging from the rafters.
It's the crap man!
At you with dark eyes.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Disco Elysium is a horror game? Huh!
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
The crab man?
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
the fuck?
The crab man.
The crab? Exactly what I was thinking. Reaction speed? Me and reaction speed. Anyway. Are you the crab man?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes.
Oh.
But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright.
Okay, he's
you
normal.
come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too.
I can't even blame
it's
him.
all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality.
I'm in the same boat, buddy. I'm very disoriented.
Hey, and what was that about? The bottle again?
Oh, hell no.
You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. I guess I have been a bit of I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's just getting out of hand lately, but
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
actually on behalf of some young people looking to establish an nightclub, that feels like a bad thing to say. How do you know what I'm feeling? I'm very in touch with my suffering. How do you know what I'm
I
feeling?
was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bar.
Is he wearing clothes?
Shit was dark, Holmes.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
For some reason I feel you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is
Oh
he
my god, I'm
just trying to
so
throw you
disconcerted
off your
by
game?
him.
'Tis not an
My,
act of
my game?
rage,
Thrown.
Saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
The Aita is grandma?
So there is another person living in the church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little notebook.
You mean like a fugitive?
He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light. Then he shakes his head.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machine.
Can you, like, get down from there? Like...
I see. And where is she now?
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know when you both live
Don't
here?
really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Have you, by any chance, heard the Viejita say the password to her?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
I do!
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Okay, thank you, Drama. Thank you, Drama. I appreciate it. Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
Hopefully I don't have to remember that.
What do you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Are you the crab
Never
man?
known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider. You're not a crab. What are you? Sorry, you just weren't like moving like a human. Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
I guess you could also just get down. Or you before you became a
I
crab
was in a
man.
gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother.
That's
that
okay.
is.
I'm not into that religious mentally ill
Do you
shit.
remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry. Extend your hand in greeting.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand, his limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
Okay.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
You mean her?
No. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face.
This guy is
She
so
is
fucking
the
weird,
hand.
man. Okay.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
Still don't understand what you're
I'm
doing,
a
George.
seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Singing is good. You should all sing a bit more.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence.
He is so weird. I cannot take his ass seriously.
Heart.
Okay.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's
How
the
did you even
material
find this
that's
place to
burning.
church? I had
The
other
sinewy
questions.
figure lingers
Some
on the
ravers
wooden
want to
beams.
turn this place
Then
into a
The ones
nightclub.
in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
So what do you think about the nightclub that
Why
is?
not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up
Oh.
there, imbibing. Ain't
Okay.
no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Sweet. Oh shit! Happy 905, everybody. Looks like we're starting a
Might
fucking
even
club.
be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Thank you for having 905 as always.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Okay, bye.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
I doubt it. God damn, that was fucking weird. Kind of gave me the shivers. All right. Let's hack in the fucking computer, brother. I have to run an ad really quick, so I will do that. Everybody sit tight during the ad. Okay, I'm back now. Let's crack open this fucking computer.
The machine's keyboard is still.
Press
The speaker
play.
comes to life.
Hell yeah!
Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you.
Good afternoon.
I think I might have the right password for the personal log.
Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print.
Thank you. It is good to be back.
Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Votre accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of
The
static.
machine's keyboard is still
Press
illuminated. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the
The
printout.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the
Last
church.
month.
The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and riddled with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Fucking weird in here. I hate this church.
What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Shut the fuck up. Read the third
7th
entry.
of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why does she need
Why
an
would
antenna?
anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Artist programs. Lexi, who are all these
I
people?
think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
The data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what that radio
I love when he
sent this
gets
person here in
interested.
the first place.
He's like, let's move on. And then I start doing shit. He's like, okay. Read the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow.
It's so
The swallow
fucking weird.
Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right, toward the silence. Read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
She must be describing herself.
Girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the
March
9th entry.
51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
How Martinez? That's me! I was the one who broke into that radio computer. Storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Ah. Hi. Hey. How are you? Sorry. We're cops, so this doesn't count as stealing information. Oh, she don't give a fuck about us.
Breaking into my radio computer.
Ah, never mind, she does. She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCN, you see.
We're looking for a suspect in a murder investigation. We thought they might be hiding here.
No one's hiding here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine roar back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We haven't.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Sure. How long will that take? Is it rebooted now?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss to her. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal. You seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby?
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
Not even the guy in the fucking rafters? Sure.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Drama is so funny. Love your drama. How do you feel about idiotic dance music?
What? I hate it.
See, not like just gonna. Wow, that was quick. Why do you hate
Maybe
it?
I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind, it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for idiotic dance music?
This is about
I should
those
pronounce it different every
freaks in
time.
the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build
Take
then?
a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you?
Oh, but I like
Thanks.
them.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Okay. Why are there so many machines around this
I
place?
brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
What about those bowls of water over
They
there?
are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
What do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefect's processing unit.
What?
RAIN prefect. My radio computer.
And that antenna is its processing unit?
You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
She stopped working now? Not really.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
What? In the R1? Is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
Well, I'm glad it helped. I didn't need to know any of it. What are you doing?
I'm working.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do.
Great.
Have you seen the Crab
Nope.
Man? But you know he's around?
Yes.
Okay. He must have seen you.
And?
Okay, it's probably not a
No.
big deal then.
You're right. I'm not.
Okay. Her voice trails off as she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. What are you doing in abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says ready to stand her ground again.
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
What?
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
This is a bit beyond me. She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
No kidding, Logic. I felt that one for sure. I don't know. I'm not here for some science. I saw some murder so I can go home. Let alone measure
You
it.
measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly,
It's over there.
It's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ancient
But
ritual.
does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
No, probably not. That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world. For now.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, great. I don't feel like solving this silence mystery. It's so scary. Bye. Let's go interrogate our polite young boys. Our signs are going to be so off now that we found out that they lied to us. Oh, wait. So haunting there. I was already uncomfortable because it was a church, but now there's a hole in it? Like, come on, brother. Okay, let's take a look at this really quick. Tell Andre about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. No, me neither, man. Hey,
Hi,
buddy.
man. So, how are things going?
Suna said something's amiss. Headphones were sold. But what's the deal with Egghead there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Sure.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
Yes?
I
What's the
talked
deal?
to the crab man.
Oh man, who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying for the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Nah, he seemed pretty chill with you coming in.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Actually, he told me who might end up club at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone
I
else.
guess it's not a massive problem.
Yeah, he's
now that I
alright.
think of it.
Me and the crab man, we're chill.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light.
Your actual problem is gonna be the scientist.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? The spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a
Look,
better
I
place.
like you guys a whole awful lot, but
Feel the love. Get down and feel it.
the stuffy tent muffles the last two words. The command fails to impress.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
Love, no, I'm not really feeling it at
You'll
all.
get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise.
Not
about
good.
the dance club idea. Ja, Oda 9. Rocking it or dropping it.
She did not like the idiotic dance club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
No, sorry,
A
buddy.
shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity. Dance.
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own
And
project
you
is
can't
finished.
just evict her?
No. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
Maybe we have them do the music in the 2mm hole so it doesn't bother her.
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he's chill with it.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Headphones are sold. That's all.
Goodbye, officer.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church with...
Okay.
Back to the heavyweight jam.
Says the young man with the tape player and the large boyadera boots. Lung-shaped trees sprout on his silver belt buckle.
Hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore. All right.
Say
He
nothing.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime.
Hardcore. Ah.
Ah! No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it
The
doesn't.
question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I asked you a question, but I didn't. I was just
But
idiotic.
there was a question?
Okay, we're gonna solve this puzzle.
Hard quarters internally coherent. All core.
He furrows his.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Okay, that's not the
Be
answer
close,
either.
True, hard, full, core.
Is it?
It's hardcore.
I don't know what to say to that.
Skipper D, skipper danger.
Your cop training did not.
Okay.
We're close. True, hard,
Say nothing.
hardcore.
Still say
Hardcore
nothing.
to the mega.
All right.
Here comes the night.
Nope, didn't
We're
work.
close.
All right.
True, hard,
Say nothing.
hardcore. Yeah.
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural, Gutvaldian accent.
It's
and makes it
yegs
sound
and
more animal,
args.
More in it.
Yeg!
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
So true. That was great. I love that one. Says the young man, blah blah
True,
blah.
hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the meg, internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the whirling rock
Good
festival.
morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yekokata, the place to be.
I think this doesn't really have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel.
Okay, we're gonna get through this.
True, hard,
Say nothing. Say nothing.
hardcore to the internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You said that before. Why is
the place to be.
Yekokata the place to be? What does it mean?
Yekokata is a hardcore place.
Okay, that didn't work.
We're close. True.
Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Internally
Say nothing.
hardcore.
Please tell me what are you? What exactly are you
Gotta
doing?
Get the people going.
I see.
Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
Okay. We're just gonna go through every dialogue option. I'm sure that's really fun for everybody.
Hardcore to the internally coherent. All car. Gotta get the people going.
What?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 20.
Okay, that didn't work.
We're close. True.
But we're getting somewhere, I feel.
Hardcore. Internally coherent. All car. Gotta get the.
Why?
I'm the party boy.
I think
It's
I'm
my
also
job.
party
Two
boy.
on a track. Watch your back.
Okay, that's not it either. Okay.
We're close. True. Hard.
Say no.
Hardcore. Yeah.
Oh shit.
This young man.
The one. Yeah.
Didn't mean to. Sorry. Wrong one. This
We're
time.
close. True.
Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
He
Say nothing.
furrows his brow
Okay.
as his very.
Hardcore. Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
It
What
is.
is it? I mean, really.
He doesn't say. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns, then starts bobbing his head back and forth once
The
more.
skin on your back is
Okay,
clear.
yes, we solved
For
it.
a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Dude, I don't know. He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
It's only ultra hardcore.
It is, isn't it? I knew it. But how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hyper, how could anything be?
Try to think if anything could make it harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
My imagination fails me.
So does mine.
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Wait, I just remembered something. I have a place.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us.
Oh.
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
So true. Based. Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
I suppose so.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With a rebel yell!
But why aren't you a communist? Communism is the
I
truth.
can be a communist. If you want that, do you want me to be a communist?
Please don't turn him into a communist.
Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Be a communist, egghead. The future needs your help. He yells. You guys see he is a communist now?
Communism rules the nation.
So true! Really into this dance music shit these days. Right on, Comrade Luminary. Almost there. Could use just a bit more work.
The worker must move your ass.
That's still not
I'm
it.
sorry.
The young man drops his oversized head in shame.
Oh no.
He is truly sorry he couldn't come up with a proletarian yell that would satisfy the great leader.
That's alright. Is your real name Jermaine?
You're called hardcore. Jermaine Egghead.
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt logo?
Lungs are for love.
Why would lungs be good for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Really?
I think so.
That doesn't sound like a thing that would happen. Thank you for the story.
Crimes that keep their secrets will unfold behind the clouds.
Okay, goodbye.
Right.
Let's save. This one's a 50, 60 shot, 60, 40.
The large-headed...
Good morning, comrade. Yep.
No, that would... The large-headed...
Good morning, comrade. Yeah.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
These were bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point to your head.
Wow. Okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
Good enough commentators, right? I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy.
Alright.
I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
So true.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Ah, well, I got it. Maybe it'll get us on the signs. Or whatever. Something on a citizen
The
investigation.
young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Thanks, man.
Copman!
I have a tape with me. Maybe you could use it to improve my next jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the
I got you this banging mega mix. Give him the great door runner mega mix. He snatches the tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones. He listens to the audio. Then, shaking his head, he says,
No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the
Love
love
the pictures
in
of
the
Luke
house.
Bailey somewhere. The portraits. Yeah, it's silly. Never mind.
Communism forever!
So true! Actually, fuck up. Convince Suna to cooperate with the Ravers or Victor. So, okay, I feel like she'll talk to us. There was so different. His eggheads is particularly bad. Like, they don't look similar to me at all. Alright. It's time to go in the church. Again. I love the church. God, the people's sculptures are so... Hey.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
She replies, her expression unchanged. Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, got your
Good.
message. Research not going well, discovered fortress accident. I'm gonna save anyway, because I'm nervous. I think it's empathy.
Yes, what is
I'm
it?
sorry, suggestion, which we've already gotten upgraded all the way. I haven't, actually, but it's very high, so...
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with
What?
something.
No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
This is so wildly irrelevant to the crime.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Is this the filament you're looking for?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
Okay.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still,
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
it's a backup of my former employer's project.
I bet it's
the radio
in
game we were
the
working on.
fucking ice
It's stored on
cream!
a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old
That's
workspace
great.
and get the
I
filament.
know it's in there.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
We'll ask, Roderick.
Oh god, not this again. It is not on site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
So true, Roderick.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
She stares at you with pleading, furious
This
eyes.
is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the doomed commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Actually, I've already been inside the doomed commercial
Good.
area.
Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
It is? I've already been in the fridge. Where exactly is the offsite
in
copy?
the giant ice bear fridge.
I already
Told
been
you.
there!
It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the Ice Bear fridge. It said the off-site copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It's in the fucking ice cream, just like I said. It said the off-site copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The notes was signed by someone named Suisov.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads. I won't even get into the heads.
Thank you
Millions of
for
them.
the dialogue option.
Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Okay, I found the ice cream maker. Couldn't get it open. It's frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
there's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Well, can she fucking tell me about it? Why can't you go get the
bookstore
filament?
lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that. Because
Whatever.
she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Oh, I'm sure. Don't be so harsh. That's only because of their socioeconomic situation.
Yes, but she literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rame Civic. I'm not making this up.
No, I believe
The
you. She's
lieutenant
fucking...
coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in,
Okay, fucking forget it. She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the Oh, baby! And hands you what looks like an oversized pry
my
bar.
Carlson multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Carlson.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the...
I will be keeping the fucking cope soon. Bye, bitch! Alright, we're getting closer. Not to the crime. just the side shit. Ooh, what's that? What the hell? A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Oh, we do not need to go over there. Let's be fucking honest. Nope. I don't really feel like having any thoughts right now. It wasn't even a talky thought, it was just a regular one. Alright. Hello, boys. Do you like my flashlight? Solid save, thank you. Hi, gay date spot. Hi. Hi, gay date spot. How are you doing? Miss you. All right, we're back in the base. Let's go. Hey, man, what's up? Okay. Let's fucking get in there. Oh my god, it's huge. Let's crack this bitch open.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice
Are
around
you shitting me? It's still extremely fucking low.
this orange machine is dead still. It has ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool. But
Alright, we're fucking unlocking this if it kills me. You do not have a choice. I've spent too much
this
time
orange
thinking about the ice
machine
cream.
is dead ice cream.
Yeah! 2 tries!
Multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object. Intricate.
Let's go!
Left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty.
Take the
eye.
filament
You gently
memory.
lift the
What,
cube
no ice
from its
cream?
frosty
So
belly.
funny.
Careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
I am a bit curious. So we will go snoop first. We can take a look at the production filament too. And once that's looked at, we can sell it for $50. Harry, are you stupid or something? Christ. Fucking idiot.
Tiles on the cube are still
Insert the
smoldering,
protection
like a
symbol.
smooth draw. The filaments,
Press play.
the speaker comes to...
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the good?
Life after death.
Good. I've unlocked.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there a
That's all.
thank you?
Bye.
Tiles on the cube are
Press play.
with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the
It's
printout.
a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Wirral Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production
Tear off the printout and throw it away. Skim through the production schedule, whatever
The
it is.
production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Right, what
It
happened?
was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account.
Well, you know.
They thought
It's
they
worth a
could
try.
bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
I can appreciate
They
that.
couldn't.
I could appreciate that guy.
No, you couldn't have.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not. Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is some insane shit. Who are these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many
So
heads were
many.
there?
The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations can you make out
Do
of
you
that?
really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? Oh. Oh. Pretty bad. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm seeing it. I hear ya.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight
Sorry.
against his chest. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
Oh, shit. Still going? What have I done?
You
here.
broke the radio computer. What if it's never going to stop?
Please stop. 0000000. Okay.
And that's it.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's what did them
Well,
in.
yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
This must be the anomaly Sina mentioned in the trash
On
log.
the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes
That's
at the very end.
We made it,
where
we made it. It's
things
okay, it's
get
okay.
fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
The anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
What? They lost the whole game and wouldn't even pay for it? So they're copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be onsite when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it offsite. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
Well, what does
This
it say?
Lucanet Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was onsite because there was no offsite anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Is there anything else from the
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the end.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147.
The church.
I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
So true, reaction speed. Me and reaction speed are the same guy. Read about capital. I want to know about money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Ria? You're my yo. These guys knew how to party.
Oh gosh, where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Egonian investor.
What are the workforce who worked there? How long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Can't say I blame
But
him.
on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon.
I'm sure.
In
Okay.
its short time,
Wait,
the
sorry,
first
I
draft
didn't mean to say
eventually,
that. I'm
400,
sorry.
let's just say 4 months
Oh
later,
god.
unknown oath. Still,
I keep
have compared
accidentally
Saint-Brun
clicking things.
1147.
Okay, turn off the pronounce right
Tiles
away.
of the cube are still smoldering.
Okay,
Cast
remove the production
filament
schedule.
slide
Insert
out
the offset
like
copy.
a smooth draw.
Press
the filament,
print.
nothing happens.
Oh, damn. Remove the offset
The
copy.
filament slides out of its glowing.
Okay. Let's get back there. I would like to, like, kind of probe Andre a bit harder about what's going on. With his stuff before we let them in. But it's so low, like, we're so bad at it. Oh, right, I have to click on this. Like, it's such a low thing. 8 o'clock! Don't think I've forgotten about you, karaoke. I would never forget. Anything to make Gart miserable. And everybody else. Go get him. Thank you so much, thank you. I appreciate your support. Oh shit, what the fuck, it's 10? Damn. Wait, no. I'm gonna get us there first. Before I save and leave. I'm not happy about it. Come on. This way. Pardon me, children. Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk to, what's nuts. This doesn't look right. It's not right. Oh, right, here it is. God damn, I hate that shit so much. Okay. Hey, I found your bullshit.
Yes. What is it?
About the offsite copy as
Yes.
Brought you the filament, give her the offsite copy.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now, I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She's already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door.
No. That's dangerous.
Wait, don't
She
put it in
shouldn't
yet.
do
It might be dangerous.
No. It's not dangerous. Just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
If it's anything similar to the calculation I had to experience, I'm not so sure I want to see it.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. Cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell.
Play it cool. Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a growing heart. Say nothing.
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's a joy to her voice as she bumps her fist in the air. Oh my god, congratulations!
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. So, where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points to the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a
Think
ritualistic
you can
arch.
help me again?
She tilts her head, eyes sparkling.
I need you
Sure.
to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations.
Oh.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Sure. I already forgot what she wanted. Oh no.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
I love running even when they tell me not to. Okay, now what?
Yes, what is it?
I moved the water bowls to the right position just like you asked. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting her into her chapped
Miss
lip.
Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Is it just going to be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. We should be cautious.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
It's scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She
puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press the unmute on the
The
keyboard.
lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping
Chills! Well?
Damn it.
She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Helping Egghead with his jam.
The swallow, you mean?
Can't
Great.
be asked.
Thanks.
Figure out why Suna couldn't hear anything through her headphones. Okay. Alright, that's enough, I think. We've done... I think we're stuck again, kind of. I did do the billboard. We are doing the church. Okay, next time. Egghead... music. We were supposed to do something for Ruby. I don't remember what it is. Karaoke. Obviously. That'll be next time. God, he wanted us to do something, but I forget what it was. Left Monday, she could be anywhere on the plaza. Look inside the church, ask around. There are people to the west of the mural. Or, I don't know, ask a girl on a date. Then ask her. Ask the wind, maybe. So now we're just fucking around, it sounds like. So we're supposed to get him in the church. God, what? Kim had said something. I forget what it was. Maybe I'll look at the VOD later. Alright, well, let's save the game and get the fuck out of here. Well, now I'm nervous. I'll save it again. Just in case. Okay. I feel better about that one. That felt like a better save. A superior save. Okay, my post-it notes are now on the ground. Hold please. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Yay! I feel like we're getting ever distant from the point of the game. But that's okay. We're solving other mysteries, which is good also. I don't feel like rating again because I'm the fucking worst, so that's fine. I will see everybody on No, not Tuesday. I don't know why I was gonna say Tuesday. It's Monday. No Saturday. Sorry, we've got a baseball game to go to. You are very welcome for stream. I will see everybody. Sunday with the schedule. Monday for character sheet blitz. Godspeed up there. I love you.